Okay, so today we will see about the inheritance. So if we ask about the inheritance, anyone have any idea about the inheritance? Parent class to child. Okay, so first we don't know, right, which is the parent class, which is the child class. If I ask in the real time example means which is the inheritance example, anyone is there which having the same here like his father or his mother? No, no one is there. Okay, anyone is here which is having the same eyes like his mother or his your father? Anyone is here? Shrikant, you are here. Okay. Okay. So these are the example of the inheritance. If we talk about the real time example of the inheritance means acquiring or means in real time example some properties we are acquiring from the parent to the child. But inside the Java, acquiring all the properties from the parent class into the child class, that is known as the inheritance. So what is meant by parent class, what is meant by child class, that we will learn today. Okay. So this is the easy concept only. What it will do, whatever things present inside the parent class, that we will get it into the child class. Suppose this is a parent class and this is a child class. So whatever things which are present here, that we will get it, or that we will acquire here into the child class. Okay, inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and the behaviors of the parent object. Properties we can say that states, right, and behaviors we can say that that is a methods, right, we can acquire from parent class to the child class. Okay, so this is all about the inheritance. But how we will acquire the inheritance? So there is a one keyword, that is the extends. With the help of extends keyword, we can inherit any class into the our class. Okay, so how we will do that, we will see after that. Okay, in the program, if we take one program, after that you will be easily understand. After that, core code reusability. What is meant by code reusability? This is the first advantage of the inheritance. This is the most important advantage of the inheritance. Code reusability means, anyone knows reusability? Yes, don't need to write again and again. We will use same code again and again, right? Don't need to write again and again. That is only known as the code reusability. After that, it promotes runtime polymorphism by allowing method overriding. That concept we will learn into the polymorphism. For that, only remember that it promotes the runtime polymorphism by allowing method overriding. This is also a very simple concept that we will learn tomorrow. Okay, so these are the two advantages of the inheritance. First is the code reusability, and another one is the it promotes runtime polymorphism. Okay, it promotes the runtime polymorphism by allowing method overriding. Okay, and if you talk about the definition means, what is the inheritance? Acquiring all the properties and behavior from parent class to the child class. That is only known as the inheritance. And what is the disadvantage? Usually, any inheritance, the two classes get tightly coupled. We will see this while we learn the program. Okay, so in the inheritance, we have a multiple types, like a 5 types we have. So first type is that is a single inheritance. Okay, another type is that is the multi-level inheritance. Then we have a hierarchical inheritance. Then we have a multiple, and after that we have a hybrid inheritance. These are the 5 types we have inside the Java. But Java supports only the three types of inheritance. That is a single inheritance, then after that multi-level inheritance, and after that we have a hierarchical inheritance. But what about these two? We have another two we have, that is the multiple inheritance also, and the hybrid inheritance. If you want to get that, we can get that with the help of interface. Okay, with the help of interface we can achieve this hybrid inheritance also and multiple inheritance also. But for now we will learn about the single, multi-level and hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so what is meant by single inheritance? So in single inheritance, one class extends the another class. That is only known as the single inheritance. So what is mean a parent class? So see, we have if suppose we have two class, that is class A and class B. Okay, so here class B is be called as the child class because it is inheriting the class A. And which keyword we will use? That is the extends. Okay, if you want to inherit any class, so which keyword we will use? That is the extends keyword. Okay, extends, with the help of extends keyword we can easily inherit the any class. And this class A means we can know that this is a parent class, or we can say that this is a super class, or we can say that this is a base class. To the child class, we can say that this is a subclass, or we can say that this is a derived class. We will try to make one program. Suppose I will come here in the August, and suppose I will make a program. New. Now I'm making new package. Okay, I make the package of the inheritance program, and inside that I will make one package, main one program here. Okay, so simply I'm creating a class that is a B. With the name of B class, I'm creating a class. Okay, see, this is a B class. Inside that we have two classes. There is the class A and the class B. Now we will try to create a class A also here. Simply I will come here upside and simply I will create here. So why I have created class B before, because I want to create a main method inside the class B. That's why I created with the help of class B. Okay. Before that, you can create in the class A also, no worries. Okay. So these are the two classes we have. There is the class A and the class B. Now we want to inherit this class A into the class B. So how we will inherit that? So simply we need to use the one keyword, that is the extends, and support. Simply we have to write the A. Okay. Extends keyword, and we have to write the class name. Okay. Now we have inherited the class A into the class B. So B is called as the child class and A is called as the parent class, because this B class is inheriting the class A. So A is a parent for this B class, right? So B is a child class here and A is a parent class. Or we can say that it is a super class, or we can say that this is a base class. These are the different names to the class. That is the parent class. And class B we have, that is the, we can say that it is a child class, or we can say that subclass, or we can say that it is a derived class. So what is meant by single inheritance? In single inheritance, one class extends another class. Only one class. Okay, only one class it will extend. That is only known as the single. By the name also we can understand that single inheritance means single child class acquire only the inherit only the single parent class. So that is known as the single inheritance. So here we achieved that, right? Single parent class and we have a single child class. So that is known as the single inheritance, right? That only known as the single inheritance. Suppose we will try to make here one method, public void display. You can create any method, and simply I am writing here class A. Okay. After that here public void display. Here I am writing class B. Okay, we have two classes here, two methods here, that is the display and the display one. Display method is present inside the class A, and display one method is present inside the class B. Right. Now simply we will try to create a main method here. Okay, and inside that what we will do, simply we will call the method. Now we want to call the method. How we will call it? Suppose I want to call this display method. How we will call that? By creating an object. But which class object we will create? Suppose I want to call this display method. Where it is present? In parent class it is present, right? Inside the A class. So what we will do? Simply we will create a object. We'll try to create that. Okay. Simply I'm creating the object of the A class. Okay. So this is the A class object. Now if I call this one A dot display, can it will be called? It will be called or it will be not called? If I run this one, means what will be the output? Class A is the output. Now we will try to, we want to call this display one method. So how we will call that? Where it is present, in which class it is present? Class B. So what we need to do? We have to create the object of the B class. Simply I created the B class object. And another thing is that if I call A dot display one, okay, from here, if I want to call the display one method, can I able to call this one? Can I able to call this one? We will try to call that display one. Okay, I'm trying to calling this method, that is the display one. A dot display one. Now can we able to call this one? It will be called or it will be not called? Not called, right? Because this method is present inside the B class, and which class object we have created? That is the A class. So that's why we cannot able to call this method. Now we have a B class, okay, and inside the B class means B class object we have created here. Now we will, with the help of B class object, we will try to call this display one method. So it will be called or it will be not called. B dot display one, right? Now if I run this one, what will be the output? Class A and class B. So this is the normal way, right? Then what is the use of the inheritance here? Okay, simply we have created the object of A. With the help of object A, we have called the display one display method, which is present inside the class A. And with the help of class B object, we have called the display one method, which is present inside the B class object, right? But what is the use of inheritance here? Okay, what is the use of inheritance here? So suppose I want to remove this one. I will remove this one, all the things. And what he did here, class B extends class A, means this is the child class. So what is the meaning of the inheritance? Acquiring all the properties and behavior of the parent class into the child class. Means suppose I have extends this A, means what it will do? All these properties and behavior that are present inside the parent class, that will indirectly come into the child class. So which is the child class here? That is the P. I will write here. This is a child class, right? Here child class, and here class is parent class. This is the parent class and this is the child class. Now here what we did, extends A, means we are inheriting all the properties and behavior of class A into the class B, means whatever things present inside the class A, that will indirectly come into the class B. Okay, that will indirectly come into the class B. So how we will recognize that? So simply I will write B dot display, B dot display only. These are present inside the class A. No, we will try to call this one. So now it will be call or not? It will be called. I run this one, so it will be called. Why it is calling? Because we are inheriting the class A into the class B, means whatever things present inside the class B, sorry, class A, that will be indirectly came into the class B. Okay, that is indirectly came into the class B. So suppose I will create here one variable int string equals to char. Now if I want to call, sorry, uh, name, okay, name equals to Java, sorry for that. Okay, Java I am storing into the name. Okay, so name is our variable with where it is present inside the classes. Now we will try to call inside the class B, it will be called or not. Simply we will write here system.out. How we will call that? B dot name. So it will be called, I run this one. So Java it will be printing here. Means all these properties, states and behavior, we can say that, no, all the states and behavior which are present inside the class A, that are indirectly came into the class B. Because with the help of which object we calling this method? With the help of B class object, right? With the help of B class object, we are calling the A class methods also and the variables also. So that is the meaning of our single inheritance. When one child class is inheriting the one parent class, that is known as the single inheritance. Okay, we have a one parent class here and one child class here, so that only known as the single inheritance. Anyone have any doubt till here? And to inherit any class, which keyword we will use? Extends, right? Which keyword we will use? That is the extends keyword. Here what we did, which is the child class and which is the parent class? A is a parent class and B is a child class. Okay, so parent class, in which class we are saying the parent class? The class which is inherited by the another class. Okay, the class is inherited by the another class, that is known as the parent class, and the class which is inheriting the another class, that is known as the child class. Okay, this class is inheriting the class A, means this is called as the child class, and this A is inherited by the another class, that is known as the parent class, right? This is the parent class and this is the child class. So this is the first way, first type of our inheritance, that is the single inheritance. Single parent class is acquired by the single child class, that only known as the single inheritance. Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Understand, no? Anyone have any doubt? Please tell me, I will explain you again. No worries. Hmm? Nested class. We'll try to execute after that. So try to execute. Okay, so this is the thing. This is one child class is acquired by the one parent class is acquired by the one child class, that is known as the single inheritance. Okay, now we will see the another type. Okay, now we will see the another type, that is the multi-level inheritance. Okay, you can say that is the multi-level inheritance. So this is also easy. In multi-level inheritance, one class can inherit from a derived class. Hence, a derived class become the base class from the new class. So this is little bit tricky, but these are easy only. Okay, suppose we have a class A and the class B here. Okay, if we talk about this inheritance, which type of inheritance is this? Class A and class B only. Which type of inheritance is this? Class A and class B, single inheritance. After that, if we call the another level, okay, if we take another level class here, so that is known as the multi-level inheritance. See, for here, class A and class B. If you talk about the class A and class B, so class is a parent class or the child class? Parent class, and class B is a parent sorry, class B is a child class for the class A. Okay, but after that, this class B is also inherited by the class C. If you talk about these two, means B and C, so which is the child class and which is the parent class? B is a parent class and C is a child class. So what is B is doing? B is child class for the class A, but B is a parent class for the class C. So that is known as the multi-level inheritance. Okay, that only known as the multi-level inheritance. Means one class, the derived class is also inherited by the another class. That is known as the multi-level inheritance. See here, here class A and class B, if you talk about these two, class is a parent class, but class B is a child class here. After that, if you talk about the B and C, so B become a parent class for the C and C is a child class for the B. If we add one more here, that is the D. Okay, class D. So which is the child class and which is the parent class? Class C is a parent class and class D is a child class, right? This performing, means B and C are performing both child for the class A and parent for the class C. Again, if you add D here, means child for the class B and parent for the class D. Okay, we will take one example. See, this is the real time example. Grandfather and the father. Okay, after that, sorry, grandfather and son. After that, father and son. This is the exam based example of the multi-level inheritance. That is grandfather, father and son. Okay, this is grandfather. See, this is the father for our sorry. Okay, so this is the father for our father, right? That is the son, grandfather and father. Okay, after that, father and son. So this is the best example for the multi-level inheritance. So our father is son for the grandfather, and our father is father for ourselves, right? That is the known as the multi-level inheritance. Okay. After that, we will see one example. We will try. We have to take the three classes here. Okay. Simply, I will delete this one. Now we will try to create a C class. Okay. If we have the both the class same, no, it will give you the error. There is the already class created. That's why I deal with it. C class I have created because I want to create a main method inside the class C. That's why I have created the class C. Okay. Here we have to take how many class we have to take? Three class. First one is the class A. After that, class B. And after that, class C. Okay. Now we want to achieve the multi-level inheritance. So how we will achieve that? First one is the class A and class B. So we have to extend class A into the class B. So simply we will do that. Here we have what we need to do? Extends A. Right? Extends A. After that, again, if we write like that, means which type of inheritance is this? Single level, right? This is a single level. After that, if you write again, what we need to do? We have to inherit class B into the class C. So simply we will write here extends B. Okay. By this, we can assume that, right? See, class C is indirectly inheriting the class A, right? This class C is inheriting the class B, then class B is again inheriting the class A. Means class C is indirectly inheriting the class A. You will see by the example. Suppose I am writing here the one method, public void m1 system dot out. I am writing here. Simply I am writing A. Okay, and simply will copy this one. Same method I am writing here also. But I am writing here m2, and here I am writing class B. Simple. Okay, the same method I'm writing here also, and I'm giving the name as a M3, and here class C. Okay, now we want to call this methods. We want to call this all the methods as the M1 method, M2 method, and M3 method. So simply we will first we will write the main method, and inside that what we will do, object creation. Okay, so now assume that, see, we are extending class A into the class B. So what is happening here? Whatever things present inside the class A, that will come into the class B. What means inside the class what we have, that is the M1 method. No, inside the class A we only have the M1 method. So that will indirectly come into the class B, right? Class B. What we have inside the class B now? That is the M1 method plus M2 method, right? We have M1 method plus M2 method. Why? Because we are extending A. So whatever things present inside the class A, that will indirectly come into the class B. So what we have inside the class B? M1 plus M2 method. We have both the method inside the class B, right? After that, we are extending B into the C. So what are the things present inside the B? M1 plus M2. So if we inheriting the B means what are the things will be present inside the C? M1 plus M2 plus M3. Means all this method which have, that will be indirectly present inside the class C. Means class C is indirectly inheriting the class A, right? Class C is indirectly inheriting the class A. See, M1 method is present inside the class C, means it is inheriting the class A indirectly into the class C. Right. Now we will try to call that simply. Simply we will try to make the object of the class A first. Class A. Okay, and here I have created the class object of the class A, right? Now we will try to call the methods. A dot, which method we will call? M1. Okay, if I call M1 method, so it will be called, yes, it will be called, right? If I run this one, so what will be the output? A is printing on the console. Now with the help of A class object, I want to call the M2 method. So can I be able to call this one? No, because M2 is not present inside the class A, right? After that, if I want to call the M3 method, can we will call? No, because M3 is also not present inside the class A. Now we will try to make the object of the class B. So simple will come here, new B. Okay, B. With the help of B, we will try to call the method. Now, if I want to call M2 method, can we able to call this one? Yes. If I want to call B dot M1 means we can call this one. If I call the another method B dot M3, can I able to call this one? No. No, because inside the B class, which are the methods are present? M1 and the M2, right? M1 and M2. If you want to call the M3 method, we cannot able to call this one. Now, what will be the output? A, B, A. We will try to run this one simply. I'm telling the difference of the okay. A, B, and the A. Now we will try to create for the C. Okay, new, and after that C. C. Okay. Now we will try to call the all the method. Simply, if I call the M3 method, can we be able to call this one? Yes, we will call C dot M2. If I want to call this one, can we be able to call? We can able to call, right? After that, C dot M1. If I want to call, can we will call? Why? Because C is indirectly inheriting the A, right? Because all the properties are present inside the B before. After that, all these methods are present inside the C, because inside the B, what are the methods are present? That is the M1 plus M2, because it is extending the A. So whatever things present inside the A, that is indirectly coming to the B. Then what is B having? That is the M1 plus M2. And whatever after that C is extending the B, means whatever things present inside the B, that will come into the C. So what is the C B having? That is the M1 plus M2. If we are inheriting the B, so it will contain M1 plus M2 plus M3 also. That's why we are able to call here M3, M2, and M1 also. Okay. Now if I call run this one, what will be the output? Here A. After that, here B, no? After that here A, and again here C, again B and A. Okay, this is the B C B A. This output we will get. And this one A, B, A and C, B, A. This result we are getting. Okay. So this is the meaning of our multi-level inheritance. Okay. So one class is a child class for the another class, and that child class is parent class for the another class. So that only known as the multi-level inheritance. Simple if you come means if you want to learn by the diagram. So here class A, class B and class C. Class B is a child class for the class A, and that child class is parent class for the class C. So that is the known as the multi-level inheritance. We will write inside the level and level. This is the first level, second level, third level. If you want to write another things also, you can write. Okay. So that only known as the multi-level inheritance. Okay. Anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Guys, please tell me. If, if only where we want to C into the A only. It is possible. But I think that will not consider as a multi-level. No. If you are in C and A into a single element something. C and A you are doing, no? That is only a single element. Okay. After that, we have another thing, another type, that is the hierarchical inheritance. Okay, this is the hierarchical inheritance. So inside that, what we have, one means two child class is inheriting the single parent class, that only known as the hierarchical inheritance. Same like if you take the real time example, means one father having the two childs. Okay, one father having the two childs, that only known as the hierarchical inheritance. Okay, here which is the parent class and which are the child class? Class is a parent class. A is a parent class, and class B and C is the what we other in other word what we say to the parent class. What is the other name of the parent class? Base class. Another one is the super class. Parent, sorry, parent, base, and the I will tell you. See. Parent, super, and the base class. And to the child class, what we are saying? Child, subclass, and the derived class. Okay. So these are the things. So here, which is the parent class here? That is the class A, and class B and class C are both are the child class. Now we will take the example. Simply, we have to create a three class again. So here we have three classes, and we have methods also. We will only remove the extents. Remove this one, and I will remove the main one. Okay, done. Now we want to get the hierarchical inheritance. How we will get that? First we need to extend A into the B. So simply we will write here extend extends A, and after that another thing we have to extend A into the C. So simply will come here, we will write here extends A. Okay, done. Now here class B is extending the class A. So what are the things which will be present inside the class B? That is the M1 and the simply we write here M1 plus M2. M1 and M2 method are present inside the class B. If we take the variables also, that variable will also come. Okay. This time I am only taking the methods. Okay. So whatever things which are present here, that will indirectly come here. Okay. We will extend that. Now I am taking only the methods. So you can take variables also. Variable also come. Okay. And after that, class C extends A, means what are the things present inside the class C? M1 plus M3, right? Here M1 plus M2 is present, and here M1 plus M3 is present. Now we will try to create an object. Simply we will try to create an object of A first. Okay. A dot, simply we will call the method. M1 method, if I call it will be called, yes. If I call A dot M2, so can we will call, it will be call or not? No, right? After that, if I call here M3 method, it will be call or not? No, because M2 and M3 is not present inside the class A. Okay. After that, we will remove this one. Simply, we will try to create a object of the B. Okay, B class object I have created. After that, inside the B class, if I want to call the M2 method, can we able to call this one? Okay. So M2, why we are calling this one? Because M2 is present inside the class B. Now we will try to call P dot M1. So why we will try to call this one? Able to call? If I call this one, it will be run or not? It will be run. So what will be the output now? A, B, D, A. Okay. Now suppose if I want to call here M3 also. Can we able to call this one? No, because it is not inheriting the C. M3 is not present inside the B, right? So that's why we are not able to call this one. Now we will try to create an object of the simple C. Okay, simply I'm writing here the C. Okay, of that C dot M3 if I write, can I able to call? It will be called or not? It will be called because M3 is present inside the class C. Simply if I come here and if I write here C dot M2, can I able to call this one? Because it is not inheriting the class B, right? It is not inheriting the class B. That's why this M2 is not present inside the class C. That's why we are not able to call this one. Simply we'll call this one C dot M1. Now we can able to call this one. Yes. So what will be the output now? Here A, then B, then C. Okay, simply we'll write this. So we are getting here A, B, A and the C, A. So that is the meaning of our hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means one parent class is acquired by the two child class, that only known as the hierarchical inheritance. Now we have a multiple means we have another types of inheritance also. Anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? So these only three types which are supported by the Java. Which are the types? Single inheritance. After that, multi-level, and after that, hierarchical. What is mean by single inheritance? One child class is extends the one parent class. That is known as the single. After that, multi-level means grandfather, father, and son. Okay. So one class is a child class for the another class, and that same class is the parent for the another class. That only known as the multi-level inheritance. Okay. And after that, hierarchical inheritance means two child class is extended by the single parent class. That is known as the hierarchical inheritance. So, means same one father having the two childs. We can say that, right? After that, we have another one that is the multiple inheritance. Okay, this is not supported by the Java. By the diagram, we can assume that two parent class is acquired by the one child class. With two father having one child, it is not possible, right? Okay, so in multi-level inheritance, one class is extending the more than one class. Okay, that is known as the multiple inheritance. Okay, so now we will try to get it this one. Simply, I will remove this one here. Everyone is waiting for the sentence, I know. Here, class A, class B. Okay. Now, what we need to do inside the C class, simply we have to extends A and sorry, A and the B also, right? A comma if I write here B, so it is possible. It will give you the syntax error. We cannot able to do that. Okay, we cannot able to do that. That's why it is not possible inside the Java. Okay, if you want to get it, the multiple inheritance, you can get it with the help of interface. Okay, if you want to achieve the multiple inheritance, that we will achieve with the help of interface. That we will learn after that. Okay, after that we have a last one, that is the hybrid inheritance. It is a combination of any two interface, that is known as the hybrid inheritance. If we talk about this inheritance, that is the class A, class B, and class C. Which type of inheritance is this? Which type of inheritance is this? This first one, that is the class A, class B, and class C. Which type of inheritance is this? Only top one. Hierarchical, right? Single father and the two childs. After that, class B, class C, and class D. Which type of inheritance is this? Multiple. Okay, two father and you can get it that. Okay, Java does not support the hybrid inheritance. Okay, this is also not supported by the Java, but we can achieve with the help of interface. So these are the five types of the inheritance. That is, the first one is the single inheritance. After that, multi-level, after that hierarchical, and after that multiple and the hybrid. So these are the 5 types, and which are the types which are supported by the Java? 3 types. Which are the 3 types? Single, multi-level, and the hierarchy. Okay, these are the 3 types only which are supported by the Java. And if you want to achieve these 2 types, another multiple and the hybrid, we can achieve it with the help of interface. That we will learn into the abstraction. Okay. So anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Okay, clear, no? Understand everything? Okay. Today's assignment is that you have to create a program on the all 3 types of the inheritance. Okay, and send it on the group. Okay. So that's it for today. We will see tomorrow. That is the super keyword. What is meant by super keyword? Okay. So that's it for